What is up, guys? In today's Tech Tuesday, I will be showing you how to install hood shocks. Okay, so before we dive into the install of the hood shocks, I just want to clarify a few things. And one of those things is the fact that there are hood shocks for fiberglass and steel hoods. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to install shocks on your steel hood. Now, why would you want these shocks in the first place? Well, if you think about going out to an event, you know, you just redid your engine bay, it looks super clean, looks super sick. It would be way cooler if you just undid the latch and your hood just opened all by itself. That would be cool versus having to hunk this stupid piece of steel up, throw your little twisted hood rod on and hope it holds. You know, these things are super cool. They make it way easier. So, you know, that's my little sales pitch on that. But we're gonna go ahead and hop into the install. If you're looking for the fiberglass hood install for the shocks, we don't have that yet. Maybe I will do one in the future, maybe I won't. But today we're gonna go ahead and rock out the steel hood install. So let's get into it. First off, let's run through the tools you may need. You'll need a screwdriver, some vice grips, a couple wrenches, a drill and drill bits, a center punch, and a hammer. It's always a good idea to have a hammer. Okay, so first off, throw your ball stud into your fender bracket and then grab your lock washer and your nut. Thread that on hand tight and then grab your wrenches and tighten that puppy down. Next up, you're gonna move the third fender bolt on whatever side you're working on. And some of you may have the fender apron clips. We've been doing a little fabrication on this thing, so we've got nuts, but just keep that in mind because it's gonna come into play later on down the road. But go ahead and remove that third bolt. Next up, grab your bracket and you're gonna throw it down where you took that bolt out. Now, a couple things to note here. First off, you wanna note the orientation of the bracket. There is a right and a left side bracket. So the bracket always needs to be pointing towards the front of the engine bay. There's a little bit of slant, just make sure that's pointing to the front. Second off is if you come in here closely, you can see that this bracket needs a little bit of fabrication in order to get it closer to the fender apron. So we're gonna take it over to the vice grips and give it a little beating. All right, so after you beat that puppy into submission, you can go ahead and test fit it. And if you look, we totally got that gap looking a whole lot better. So now grab your fender bolt, your fender nut, or just thread it into the clip if you've got that. And this puppy's good to go. All right, now it's time to drill with your fender bracket mounted onto the fender. Just gonna move your harness out of the way. If it's sitting there, try to get a good angle in the hole of the bracket, and then you're just gonna go to town. In case I didn't mention it, that was a 5/16 hole that you need to drill. All right, next up, get your 1/4 inch screw, 1/4 inch washer, throw that puppy into your freshly drilled hole, then grab your washer and nut and get those puppies on. All right, that guy's on. Now it's time to move on to your hood bracket. Okay, so to start mounting your hood bracket, you're gonna find the brace on the steel hood closest to the firewall, and I found a pair of vice grips to work well for this. You're gonna throw it on up there, clamp it down, and then you're gonna grab a little center punch and a hammer, and you're just gonna kind of mark 2 of your holes. Right like so. Okay, once you got those first 2 holes marked, just go ahead and remove the bracket. Then you're gonna get a 1/8 drill bit. I've got a little step drill because I couldn't find my 1/8 drill bit. How lame is that? But you're just gonna go ahead and drill your first hole. Okay, so once you've drilled those couple of holes, you're gonna get an awl or some type of similar tool, and you're just gonna enlarge this hole to 3/16. The reason you wanna do that is you're pushing material in, it just gives the screw a little bit more material to grab onto, so. Okay, so once you have those first 2 holes enlarged, you're gonna go ahead and get the supplied screws and just tighten this puppy on. All right, once you got that thing cinched down, you are gonna be popping out 1 more hole, so just center punch that guy. Ah! And take this thing off, drill him out, throw your last screw on, and then we're almost done. All right, so once you've got the hood bracket on, you start to see the light at the end of the tunnel. All you gotta do is throw the ball stud onto your hood bracket, make sure the ball stud's pointed away from the engine, and use your lock washer and a nut to tighten her down. Okay, now once you have all your brackets and hardware installed, the last thing to do is snap your bracket onto the ball stud. Take your stupid little hood prop off, and you have officially made your Bronco life 10 times better. And there you have it, guys. That is your Tech Tuesday install for hood shocks on your Ford Bronco. One last thing to keep in mind is the hood shock orientation. You want to make sure that the shock body is facing towards the hood. It just helps slow the hood down when you raise it up. So if you do it the other way, it just has a tendency to jack things up. So make sure you get that right, and once you do that, you have officially installed a hood shock system on your Bronco. It is super simple, super easy. Get rid of this stupid little skinny hood prop and get yourself some shocks, because it makes your life 10 times easier. I've already said that, so anyways, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. We've got a bunch more Bronco content coming down the tube. We've got Bronco breakdowns, we've got Bronco stories, all the Bronco stuff that all of our subscribers are accustomed to. So if you're not a part of the family yet, make sure you become one. Make sure you snag some sick Bronco merch if you're living the Bronco lifestyle. But anyways, with all of that being said, guys, we will see you out there on the trail.